Yeah, man. Just do. You know what you need to do with your Instagram profile? Just try and do it as best as possible. But
Yeah.
yeah, when it comes to like closing, right? Have you got any like closing
Yeah.
experience?
What the experience?
Like, do you kind of like
Well, yeah, I
understand
do.
how it works?
Yeah, I kind of do. Yeah, because like, especially like with my like dad's business,
Yeah,
we, call up the clients and stuff,
yeah.
and then arrange meetings and stuff. So
Okay,
yeah, it's something that I do
sweet.
understand, but I haven't done like Zoom meetings before. But that's
Okay.
probably this is like traditional phone calls.
Yeah, yeah, I
But
get you.
I expect it shouldn't be that hard. But I'll try and learn like some good like eye contact and like gestures and stuff.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah.
then
So there's like there's like frameworks to it. I'll literally explain it quite quickly here. Let me
yep,
just find my Notion board.
yep,
Yeah, man. I've done so much research on this stuff.
yep,
Uh, where is it? Reach to these vision planning philosophies. Oh, perfect, perfect. All right. So just quickly run through this with you.
yep,
So it's always about like selling the dream, right, and selling the like for you, right. I didn't now when I was talking to you, right. I didn't focus
yep,
on telling you exactly we have this visual module, we have this thing here. I literally like, ran through the visual module so quickly. I just like, oh yeah, so we have all of these visual modules are gonna like, help you understand closing on a deeper level. But the main thing I was focused on was getting you emotionally bought in and getting you like sold on the dream, right? I'm just gonna drop all the source
yeah,
on you, bro, like all of the back end stuff on you. So it's
okay,
like people don't buy like the offer. They don't care about the offer. They don't care about you. They don't care really about your company and brand or your testimonials, but they do buy the state of being on an emotional level and a surface level. So like they buy becoming a closer, working 2 3 hours a day, living in a tropical location. You know, they don't buy going into this
yeah,
veggie module and doing all of this hard work and outreach to hundreds of thousands
yeah,
of people every day. You know what I'm saying? They don't buy it. No one buys that. They buy
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
fucking the lifestyle and the state of being.
yeah. But I understand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. So, but there's also like a this is like your offer. You always want to make it like the best, most surefire way to bridge the gap, right, between where they are now and that lifestyle they want to get to. So
yeah,
there's also like a surface level and an emotional level you have to get to. So the surface level, people are gonna tell you this first of all, like, oh, I'm overweight, I need to lose weight. But then you always ask them like,
yeah,
you always want to dig deeper into that. So you want to find the pain, and they always tell you the surface level pain first. But there's always like an
yeah,
underlying pain, and if you can get to that underlying pain, then you have a sale. So if it's a fitness offer and you're like, oh, I'm overweight, I need to lose weight, you ask him like, oh, why is that, man? Elaborate a bit more. Or like, why is that, man? Or maybe say something else, but if as long as you just keep digging and keep digging on that same sort of question, he's gonna eventually come
yeah,
to the point of where my spouse finds me less attractive, man, because I put on pounds since we got together. She doesn't look at me the same. My kids don't
okay,
even like see. They don't even like respect me now. I come around, I've got flabs on my. That's what he's gonna get to at a specific point. As long as you just keep asking the questions and listening to the
yeah,
prospect as well. Like if you listen and ask the right questions, you always get to this surface, the emotional level, and that's the level you want to get to. Especially with all of this. Like I want to lose weight because I've gained 20 pounds. I want to feel confident again because so I have my partner look at me like I used to. So that's the desired level. You always want to get their current level, and then their desired situation, and that's gonna like create the distance of oh I'm here. I want to get to here. But
okay,
not just oh I'm overweight, I want to lose weight, and oh, I want to get 10% body fat. But oh mate, my spouse finds me so unattractive. My kids don't like me, and then bro, I want to get 10% body fat. So when I stare someone in the eyes and I go into a business meeting, people respect me, and I can move up in life and I can build my character. So that's the two differences you want to get to. So you get what I'm talking about there, right?
yeah, definitely, bro. Yeah, 100% understand
Perfect,
that. Yeah.
perfect. Yeah, man, that's kind of like the main bits there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'll send you this as well so you can like read through it.
Okay, perfect, bro. Cheers.
let's see. There's also this. This is the script. This is all I look at now. So I've done so much research on objection handling, how to prevent objections, how to ask the right questions. This is all my writing down. Like, I've done like hours and hours of research on it, but I've come to the point where it's just like this now. So before every sales call, I focus on these things: ruthless detachment of outcome. So being like completely detached from getting the sale, I just want to understand this guy's current situation, understand this guy's desired situation, and I want to feel like I can help him and I can help him get out of that situation and get to his goal. That's all I'm trying to do. Like focus on flawless execution of the process, which is what I just explained to you. So I don't care about the sale, especially at the first half of the call. All I'm focused on doing is getting to those emotional levels and seeing like what this guy actually wants or what's his genuine goals. And then from there,
Okay, perfect.
also, you have to be having fun on the calls as well. Like you have to enjoy the calls. You have to, because it's gonna show through on the call. Like people are gonna see if you enjoy the call, and yeah, man, it's just like it's always like an energy transfer. So if you're on the call, you hate what you do and you hate the call. That's why you have to pick a niche that you're interested in. So for you, if it's fitness, I recommend literally just picking like, bro, I want to get into fitness and focusing on just outreaching to only fitness influencers, only fitness creators, and only becoming an appointment setter or a closer for fitness guys, if that's what you're interested in. So if you hate trading, don't even focus on getting trading offers because you're not gonna do well in them. Because 90% of sales is believing in your offer and having conviction on that offer. So when you're on the call, we're gonna help you out here. This is gonna help you out. That's what you want to transfer to the other person, rather than doing like all these different sales tactics and gimmicky sales stuff. You just want to transfer the thought of, bro, we've got what you need. But first, before you get to that point, you need to ask him questions so he realizes in his head that he needs to change and he needs to figure out what he needs to do. And then you go to switch it over to, bro, we've got what you need. We've got all of these video courses, testimonials, this and that, and you hit the nail in the coffin. But very quickly, also actually care about what the prospect has to say, and the conversation will flow. That all just comes from believing in the offer and having true conviction in your offer. You're not selling the vehicle to their dreams, you're just selling the dream, right? So I already explained that already. It's self-explanatory. You're not selling the fact you have 20 video courses, accountability, one-on-one calls. You're just selling the fact that how they feel when they achieve their great dreams. The 10K per month, the traveling the world, or the 10% body fat, the looking good in clothes, the shaking hands with business owners. We're selling the respect people give them when they achieve their dream physique or when they achieve their dream life. The lifestyle they can get, the girls they can get, the money they can get, the feeling of being proud of their achievements, the feeling of controlling their own lives, the feeling of being free from their current lives, the feeling of actually having change in their life, this type of thing, right? And once you've installed that by asking the right questions, so on a sales call, right, you never want to be the person talking 80% of the time. You want to literally talk 20% of the time during the first half of the sales call, always listening and always being a curious, like childlike curiosity kind of mindset, right? And a childlike curiosity mindset, they're not talking all the time. They're curious of what's going on, so they want to ask questions. Oh, why is that? Oh, can you tell me more about that? I'm genuinely interested. Is that really like what's going on? So that's the kind of mindset you want to be in, and that's going to allow you to go through the sales script. And the best thing that I've learned on sales, right, is the other person will give you the sales script. So I used to have super long drawn out sales scripts. I used to have like super long drawn out sales scripts and stuff, and try and read off of scripts and stuff. But like, look how long this script is, bro. But now I literally have like this. This is my entire script.
Okay.
Because I don't say anything on calls. I just ask questions. And this is what is like. Once you get good at something, you start to strip it down and you start to realize that what actually works, the realities of it, and it just becomes as simple as this. So it's literally just a 2-page doc now that I read off of. And once all of this is installed by asking the right questions and being curious and having like childlike curiosity at the start of the call, then you wrap it all up. Once it's all installed, you wrap it all up and hit the nail in the coffin by talking about the one-on-one group calls, the modules, the testimonials, and then the offer. But yeah, man, the pitch has to be good, but 80% of the sale is made at the start of the call.
Okay.
As long as you've got a good program, and as long as it works, and as long as you believe in the program, that's like the main bulk of sales. You have to believe in what you're selling, because then you're aligned to it, and you feel like it feels like natural to you. It feels authentic to sell. Like, I'll tell you right now, right? I was on an offer that was like some chemistry tutoring offer, and I hated being on that offer. Right? It was like I would never buy this myself. And me trying to sell it, I basically sold none of it. Right? I sold basically hardly any of it, but I know for a fact I'm a good salesperson. You know, I've done so much research in sales. I practice every single day. So yeah, man, it is genuinely like the offer you're on and how you feel about the offer, and if you feel conviction towards the offer, and also like who I was marketed to. I was selling to like black single mothers, trying to get them to pay like 3K. It doesn't make any sense. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, no one actually cares about what they're gonna do to make money or what fitness plan they're on. They just want the lifestyle. They just want the status. That's, you have to get that in your head. But yeah, man, that's that.
Okay.
And also, don't teach people on calls. Like, if I was on that first call with you, right, and I was like going through all of this, it wouldn't make any sense. Like, if I tried to like teach you sales on that call rather than just like telling you, yo, like, this is what you need. The other thing I was talking about, it won't make any sense. So all you have to do is ask questions. So you need to know if they're a good fit. Restatement, which is like, also what I'm hearing is blah 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 blah. Also, to my understanding, you know, your wife, or you feel like, you know, your kids don't respect you, and you feel like maybe if you focused on your fitness, then, you know, I guess you'd have more respect in the household, you'd have more authority, and you could guide your kids better. So if you can explain their problem better than they've told you their problem, you sound like an authority figure, and you sound like, yo, this guy knows what we're talking about. Think of it like a doctor trying to prescribe somebody a medicine, right? That doctor, before he prescribes that person medicine, he has to understand what his problem is first, right? So the guy comes in. If you were just to pitch the person, yo, take this amphetamine, the guy's gonna be like, what? You don't even know what's wrong with me, bro. Like, I can't just take some random amphetamine. But if the doctor's there and the guy comes in, and the doctor's like, oh, so what's going on? You know, what's happened there? And then the prospect's like telling them what's happening. The doctor's like, oh, so if I touch here, right, does it hurt when I bend in this exact position? And the prospect's like, yeah, that's exactly what happens. And the prospect's gonna feel a lot more comfortable now because the doctor knows exactly what's happening. And then if you're like as a doctor, yeah, man. So, bro, thousands of people have come in here with this exact same issue. We've got exactly what you need to help you fix this issue within a couple of days. That prospect's gonna be like, yeah, sign me up right now. I'm buying that right now. You know, I'm in a lot of pain, and you have exactly what I need. Thousands of other people have tried it as well. Yeah, man, I'm on that. So that's kind of like the situation there.
Okay, perfect.
And then maybe little like short stories as well, like about your situation, how you've been able to do the same thing and fix your life and do cool stuff. Like, I always talk about how I'm in Thailand, how I'm like living life, how I'm doing cool stuff, because that also builds up the dream aspect of it as well. But people don't know the fact that I've fucking done thousands of outreach, and I've done hundreds of thousands of sales, well, not hundreds of thousands, but hundreds of sales calls, practicing, watching about my sales calls and stuff. But I don't, fucking hell, way to Zoom Workplace. I'm not on Matters' account. Okay, how long's left? 10 minutes, that's cool. Okay, cool. So let me just quickly go over. Yeah, so first of all, right, if someone tries to rush you along in the sales process, okay, how do I explain it? Let me explain this to you first so you understand like how the sales process goes. So the first part is simple rapport building. So rapport building, very quickly, yo, how's your day been? Yeah, man, how's your day been, bro? And they'll tell you, yeah, but oh, cool. Then you can literally say, like, oh yeah, I just came from the gym, now I'm ready to talk to you. And then you hop straight into the call. Like, you don't need to build rapport that much. You build rapport during this process here. Like the doctor again, right? You'd like the doctor more if he knows your situation, if he's asking you questions, if you feel like he's connecting with you during that process, rather than him trying to ask you like, oh yeah, how's life, man? Like, oh yeah, did you go to school? Oh yeah, did you? You don't care, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You have to get into the situation, and you can build rapport through the actual sales process. So Yeah, so very quickly rapport building just to like show that you're a real person. How's your day been going, man? Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah.
And then you frame the call, because when you frame the call, it's gonna eliminate somebody being like, "Yo, why is this guy asking me so many questions? Why is this guy like want to know my current situation, my desired situation?" Because you're gonna literally be like, "Yeah, man. So how these calls usually go, right? Is I ask you a couple of questions, figure out your current situation, figure out if it can actually help you, and if you're a good fit, I'll show you how the program works. But if not, bro, I'll just point you in the right direction, and there'll be no issues there, man. We'll just carry on." But that now he knows. Okay, first he's gonna ask me a couple of questions, then he's gonna show me the program, and then we can decide on if I want to buy it or not. And that's usually how the call flow goes, right? So, how I usually ask the questions first. Okay, so
Yeah.
rapport building, and then you frame the call, and then you go through the question asking phase, the discovery phase is what everyone calls it. And after you've done with the discovery phase, you transition into the pitch, and then you do the pitch, and then you do the close, which is the asking for the money on the call, or asking for a deposit, or asking for a half payment, or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, these are the questions I usually ask. Like, hey, so what brings you on this call today? That like frames it as if like, okay, I'm coming to this call for a specific problem. He's gonna tell you your issue, and if you have a problem, you have a sale. If you don't have a problem, there's no sale. So sometimes people literally come on the calls and they're like, "Yeah, man, so I want to be like a wrestler. I want to do some like cool wrestling things, and I become an actor. And then I want to do." And I'm like, "Bro, what are you talking? Why are you on this call today? Like what? Why are you on this call with me today?" But they have no pain, they have no like desire to even be on the call. So I literally like, end the call there and then. I'm like, "Yeah, man. I mean, I feel like we're probably not a good fit to work together. Um, I'll point you towards a wrestling coach." I don't know, bro. Yeah, but so I usually ask, like, "Hey, what brings you on this call today?" Figure out their pain,
Yep.
and then after you figure out their pain, I go straight to the goal, right? Like I said before, these questions are just like building blocks of how you want to go. So, current situation, desired situation. What do you need help with specifically to get their like specific situation? Like, what would you feel like would help you most in this product? And then what's stopping them from getting there on their own? This this prevents the "I can do it on my own" objection. So we're asking these questions also to prevent objections from coming up in the future. So what's stopping you from getting there on their own? This prevents the "I can do this on my own" objection. I don't need your help" objection. I can just I'll hop off the call and do it on my own right now. But if you ask them what's stopping you from getting on their own, they'll be like, "Man, I don't have mentorship. I don't know the right direction to go in," and they're gonna realize themselves that, "Yo, I actually can't do this on my own. I need some sort of help, some sort of mentorship." And then the think of it objection, why now, right? So why now? You want to ask them why now, bro? Like, what's the reason you're on this call with me today? Why didn't you wait, 3 months in advance, or come like 24, like 2 years before? And he's gonna tell you exactly why. Like, now is the best time for him to start, because I'll tell you right now, there's never the best time for you to start. Never a best time for you to start. So that objection will always come up like, "Oh man, it's not a good time for me right now." Like, where I was working 2 p.m. until 11 p.m. at a warehouse, that was not a good time for me to start. If I didn't understand that there's never a good time to start, there's no chance I would have started this. I would have still been working in the warehouse, thinking, "Oh, when's the perfect time for me to start?" But it's just you do it, and you do it right now, and you just do it and do it and do it and do the actions until it happens. So yeah, man, if you kind of ask him why now, he'll kind of realize in his head. These questions, by the way, we know the answers to these questions. We know that there's never a good time to start. That's why you asked him why now, so he realizes in his head. I mean, yeah, I got a bit of time here. I could probably make some time. I got a bit of time during the day, like 2-3 hours during the day to put into this, and that's all you really need. As long as he says, "Yo, you got 2 3 hours in a day to put into this right now," that's all you really need. What's stopping you from getting there on their own? We know that they need mentorship. We know that they need some sort of support, some extra support. That's why they're on the call. So we ask them this question, so they realize that themselves. And sure, you have time as well. So, bro, are you sure that you have the time to put into this right now? And this is also gonna like make them realize, yeah, I can definitely make time. As long as they say that themselves, then they believe themselves that they have time. If you tell them, "Oh, so how much time do you have?" they're gonna say about like 2 3 hours, and be like, oh yeah, so you definitely have time to put into this. You can definitely do. They're not gonna believe you, bro. They don't care. They want to hear it from themselves. What you say doesn't matter at all. What they say is gospel every time. So that's why we ask questions. So you know they their words are gospel. They hold themselves to their own words. Robert Cialdini's book Influence, right? The main influence in human action is the consistency bias, which means that people want to feel consistent to what they've said in the past or what they've said previously. Otherwise, they feel like they're bullshitting themselves. They feel like they're lying to themselves. So, if you get them to speak these words into existence, that I have a problem, I want to get to this desire, I have a big goal, a big dream, I need help, I can't do this on my own. Now is the right time, and I do have time to put into this. That's what I'm saying, and now I have to stick to this on the close, and I can't now just randomly go, oh no, I don't have time. Oh no, I'm just lying now. You know, it's not consistent. It's not. It's a completely different wavelength. I've already said yes to all of this stuff. Now saying no later on doesn't make any sense. It doesn't stick to the consistency bias. So, you know what I'm saying. In the book explains it very well, but hopefully that kind of makes a bit of sense there.
Yeah, definitely does. Yeah.
Sweet, bro. Sweet. I don't really usually ask this question, but if like their problem's a bit weird, then I'll be like, okay, so when it comes to getting help with this specific problem, what are you like specifically looking for from us? So let's say like he said, oh, yeah, I want to get to 10% body fat, but I don't really know how to do it. Then you can ask him, okay, so when it comes to getting 10% body fat, right, what are you specifically looking from us, right? And he's gonna say, bro, I want a diet plan that allows me to eat food that I actually enjoy, and I can do this and that with, and I can, you know, consistently eat the right food. And then later on in the pitch, you now use this in your pitch to market it towards your specific person. So now in the pitch, you be like, yeah, man. So you said earlier, right, that you wanted some sort of like diet plan that allows you to eat the great, like your favorite foods in a way that is healthy. Well, we actually, you know, we have dietitians in our program that first of all ask you questions, ask you what food you like best, and from there we create diet plans based on the food that you like, that you prefer. You know, that allow you to get that 10% body fat without actually eating broccoli and chicken all day. Something like that, you know, just off the top of my head. I've never been on a fitness program, but if I was on a fitness program, I'd probably do something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Transition to the pitch. Now so now all of this, right, is Curious George tonality is what Leo likes to call it. Curious George tonality. Also, what's your goal, man? Oh, why is that the goal, man? Why do you feel like, you know, you want to escape your 9 to 5 and travel the world? Oh, I just want to be free. I just want to, you know, I feel so constrained in this one area that I'm in that I feel like I need to, you know, move about. And this is about to end. I'm going to very quickly invite you to a new Zoom link. Sweet, bro. Yeah, so I've kind of dropped a fuck ton of everything on you. I'm not sure if it's gonna stick in your brain, but as long as you just like keep returning to the fundamentals, it'll start to like unravel itself, like the whole high ticket sales space. So, me telling you this now, it's just kind of like building that foundation, and as long as you just keep returning to the foundation by like reading off of these sheets that I've got here, then it'll kind of just like make sense as you keep doing high ticket sales. Like for me explaining this to you now, I'm returning back to the fundamentals, and I'm understanding things deeper in my brain as well now that I didn't even understand before. But yeah, man, it's crazy how like returning back to the fundamentals just unravels pieces of the puzzle.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
All right, cool. So yeah, it might seem a bit overwhelming now, bro, but it is simple. Like it is genuinely simple. You just ask some questions that install the belief in their brain that they want to buy, and now when it comes to the close, if they like what they see, there's no reason why they shouldn't buy it. They've said yes to all of these things. They've agreed to all of these different things. Like, I can't do this. I can do this. Now saying no and using objections doesn't really make any sense. So we're trying to objection prevent by asking these questions, not handle objections at the end. I rarely get objections at the end now. I only get objections if it's like, bro, I genuinely cannot afford this, man. Or like, bro, you know, I don't know, man. I just literally, yeah, it's mainly just I can't afford this objections. But
Right.
but if you do get objections as well at the end, the best thing in objection handling is yeah. Let me talk about objection handling very quickly. So the best thing about objection handling, if you do get objections, once you've asked these questions, now when the objection comes up to the end, because you've prevented all of them by asking the right questions, you have all of this ammunition that you can then throw back at them that they've used previously to keep them on that consistency bias. So if they come up with like, oh mate, I'm not really sure I have the time for this now. You've already asked them, you sure have the time for this? Be like, I mean, yeah, man. I mean, no problem. I feel like I'd usually be like, yeah, I mean, no problem, man. But before, right, you did say that you had time for this and you would make time for this, right? And you did say previously that you feel like you need to start. What's the word? Oh, you need to start, setting your priorities straight in order to create the life that you desire. And you can use like little tactics like that, right? To use what they said before to objection handle. And there's a whole bunch of different objection handling tips that I can teach you, but that's a whole other thing, bro. You saw how long my objection handling script thing was before.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's usually just like agreeing with them first, no problem, and then like maybe using what they said before. Earlier on in the call, bro, you said that you feel like now is the right time, and you feel like this is exactly what you need in order to get you to that 10 to 15K per month type of closer. So I mean, bro, what's really going on here, And now it's gonna be like, that's gonna like get the real objection, right? So you always get like a smoke screen objection first, like, I need to think about it. I'm not too sure if this is gonna work, or whatever. And you always want to like go down to the real objection, like what's actually going on. Bro, I genuinely can't afford it, or oh mate, I'm not really sure if this is gonna work for me, man. And now that's good. Now you have what we call you can now label him with a specific objection that you've learned to handle. So I always label people with like the nerves objection. So I'll be like, bro, do you feel like you're maybe just like a bit nervous right now? You feel like the nerves are kind of overwhelming you. And from there, if they say yes to that, now they're in my frame that I've already practiced on, that I know how to objection handle on. So if they say yes to the nervous frame, I can be like, I mean, bro, yeah, of course, man. Like, I'd be surprised if you weren't nervous right now, right? Like, honestly, nerves are honestly a good thing, but they're only a good thing if you learn how to overcome them. Because if you feel those nerves and always, go back to your comfort zone and stay in that comfort zone, then you're never going to grow as a person. You're going to stay in that 9 to 5 job. You're going to stay in that situation and never get to your dreams and goals. However, if you feel those nerves and you're able to, go past them anyway, do the actions anyway, then you're going to reach a whole new level of life. You're going to reach a whole new level of character building that you've never even seen before. Something like that, bro. Just like try to coach them through that and teach them, bro, like those nerves are good. Do this anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's kind of like where I come from in the objection handling stage. So
That's perfect.
yeah, man. So you always like get the real objection, which is always gonna be like fear or nerves, or I'm a bit nervous about this, and then you just hit them with the practiced. You're in my frame now. I'll teach you exactly how to get out of this situation and grow as a person, type of thing. That's what you need to do in objection handling. Kind of like coach them through the nerves or coach them through, because people, especially if they already agreed to all of this, they now know that, bro, this is fucking sick. This is exactly what I need. The only thing holding me back now is this little payment, this little investment that if I pay and do everything they say, I'm gonna get to my goal. So you're just telling them, bro, the nerves is there, man. You need to just go through that. Anyway, from there, bro, it's literally okay. So before I get to the what's it called? Specifically looking for from me. Yeah, before I get to the pitch, right, I'll literally be like, transition to the pitch. I'll be like, bro, we can most definitely help you, man. I mean, we've got people like Ilias in there making so much money with high ticket sales. We got boys in your exact situation that have literally done this before and quit their 9 to 5 jobs and achieved the lifestyle they wanted. We can definitely help you, bro. I mean, what's the next steps, man? Do you feel like I should just like show you how the program works A to Z? And they'll be like, yeah, man, 100%. Let's see how the program works A to Z. And now they feel like, yeah, man. So what? This is definitely gonna help me. This person's done it before as well. This sounds good. And now when you pitch them, I don't know. It just kind of helps the pitch. Usually, it's better to do that and ask permission to then pitch them. Yo, bro, do you feel like we can definitely I can show you how things work, and from there you can make a decision. Then they say yes, and now the frame's kind of switched. Now you're allowed to now pitch them. You're allowed to now. How I usually pitch, right,
Yep.
is pitch is interesting. It's a bit more. It's a bit more complex than how people. Like people literally just like go into the pitch and just explain to them. Oh yeah, so this is this. This is that. This is that. But I always like to use their pain points and always like to use their desires in the pitch as well.
Yep.
So if they, through asking these questions, you figure out their desires, you figure out their pains, and now you use that in the pitch. Like I told you before with the person that didn't want to eat food that they didn't like, I'd use that in the pitch. So yeah, man, we got dietitians that blah 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 blah, or somebody that wants to travel the world and make 5K a month with high ticket clothing. I would literally be like, yeah, man. So all of these video modules here, they're gonna teach you exactly what you need in order to get your first position. So you're able to quit your 9 to 5. So you're able to travel the world and do all this cool stuff while making money with high ticket clothing. Using words that they said, so the pitch feels almost personal to them, rather than just pitching everyone the same thing. But yeah, this all comes with I guess like practice. Practice.
100%.
But as you can see, bro, I'm a lot more evolved than the mock call that you probably saw of me earlier.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's like the way you like explain stuff. You just like, especially now, like I can the way like the analogies and stuff, like especially like the Doctor, the Curious George and stuff. It like connects.
Yeah,
and
man.
makes it easier to understand.
100%, bro. 100%. Exactly, bro. Exactly. And also, before I go over to the pitch, I always say so the role of a close writer is to get the payment on the call. Otherwise, they're going to go off of the payment and they're going to carry on with their life. They're going to feel comfortable in their situation, blah, 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 blah. You want to get them through that uncomfortable situation and get the payment on the call so it's there, done and dusted. So before I go over to the pitch, I always say, like I said to you before as well, right? I'm always like, yeah, man. So, I mean, if you like everything you see in this program, right, and, you feel like, bro, this is definitely going to help you, is there anything holding us back from just moving forward today? And then if he's like, nah, there's nothing really holding us back, then it's cool. You carry on with the pitch. But if he's like, I don't know, we got this thing here, then that's an objection. You handle that before you go into the pitch. So yeah, you always want to like throw those out before you go into the pitch. I mean, yeah. Besides, that, is there anything else kind of holding us back? Through payment. There's different ways of objection handling that sort of question there. And then yeah, through the pitch, like I said before, you always want to talk about their pains and keep pressing on their problems during the pitch. Write out the pitch and deliver it, and then after you pitch them, after you show them the video modules, this and that, you don't want to make that too long, 8 minutes maximum. This bit's gonna be like 10 to 20 minutes, usually around 15 minutes, and this is gonna be like 5 to 8 minutes. Like, the pitch isn't important. Like, it is important, but it's not as important as that first bit, as this is like the main sales bit here.
Okay.
And then you ask them like questions like, okay, so what actually stood out to you the most? What do you love most about doing everything I've said? Wait, what was it? Yeah, so I mean, yeah. So what stood out to you the most in this program? Then they're gonna tell you exactly what they love best about the program. I mean, bro, the brotherhood is sick, man. I'd love to be around people all making money doing this specific thing. I feel like that's gonna help me grow more. And now he's just sold it to himself even more. Because like I said before, they believe everything they say. They don't believe anything you say. So if you ask them the question and they tell themselves, yo, this is exactly what I need, now they believe that that's exactly what they need. And then sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. Like, I feel like it's a bit salesy a lot of the time, but a lot of people do this all the time. Like, all the highest closers, all the best closers do this. There was like, I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, just so a bit more clarity in my head, on a scale of about like 1 to 10, right? 1 being, yo, I hate the software, I hate this guy, I want to jump off the call right now, and 10 being, yo, I'm fully in, I'm fully committed to this. What do you feel like you're at? And then they'll say, if they say anything below a 6 or no, anything below a 7, you haven't done a good job in this section here. You've failed something here. But if they say, well, I'm a 10, I'm a 9, I'm a 10. Oh, I'm a 10, you'd be like, oh, perfect, man. So what, you're 100% in, just to get that double tie down. That's a double tie down. So you tie them down to being in, and then you tie them down again to being 100% in. If they say, bro, I'm like a 7 or I'm like an 8, then you'd be like, oh, yeah, man, what's stopping you from reading, that 9, 10, And then he's going to tell you, nothing. I am actually probably 10 out of 10 in. Or he's going to come up with an objection, you handle that very quickly. And then be like, okay, so, I mean, or it's usually like, oh, I just don't know the pricing yet. If they say like 7, I'm just not sure how much the pricing is yet. And then you'd be like, yeah, of course, man, but like, no problem. Obviously, like, the pricing is important, but pricing aside, right? Let's say this was free, or let's say you could afford this very easily. On a scale of 1 to 10, where do you feel that you feel like this can genuinely help you, get out of your 9 to 5 job and get to your goals? He's like, yeah, no, 100%, 1,000%. It's just like the pricing issue. I'm like, okay, yeah, man. Then pricing aside, you're 100% in, right? Yeah, man, I'm 100% in. And then you go to the close. You have to get them to say that they're 100% in before you get them to the close. That's part of the Robert Cialdini consistency bias. Yeah, so I only do this sometimes if I feel like the prospect's a bit, far apart. I'd like to lean in and ask him this sort of question just to get a bit more clarity. And then you transition to the close. So I'd literally just be like, on the transition to the close, how do I do this usually? Yeah, so you want to like kind of recap everything you've gone on the call. Just not everything on the call, sorry. Just recap everything that you've done in the pitch. So yeah, man, for all of the video modules, this and that, the mentorship program for blah 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 blah. And so he knows what he's paying for, and then you just drop him the price. So yeah, for all of that together, that's 3K, and then you be quiet, and then you have to. I like to do this so much more chill though, right? I'd never want to like drop the price on someone like an anchor, like a bomb. I always want to be chill with it and be like, yeah, man. So like for all of the video modules, we're gonna get to you to that like 10 to 15K type of closer. We're gonna teach you how would you handle the whole mentorship program, everything like that. Just a one-time payment of 3K. Just be chill with it, and then just be quiet after it. So if you're quiet, they'll just be able to think about it for a second. Then they'll either say yes, they'll either say an objection. But I always like to assume there's going to be an objection, because 8 times out of 10 there's an objection there. So it's usually like a smoke screen objection first, and you handle the objection, or it's usually like if you've done the whole call properly. Because if you've done the whole call properly, it's gonna either just be a financial objection, or I need to talk to my wife objection, or some bullshit like that. Yeah, but usually just a financial objection. But if you haven't done the call properly, like some parts you've probably missed out or skipped out on, it might be a bit of a nerves objection. They feel a bit nervous about it. Then you just go through that whole like nervous close I told you about before, which is like labeling them with the nervous close. But yeah, objection handling is a whole other sort of topic there. I'll send you over what I'll do, bro. I'll send you over like one of the best sales calls I've heard. Not my own one, but one of the best sales calls I've heard from a professional closer. And I'll send you over an objection handling video as well.
Okay, perfect. Cheers.
Yeah, man. Does that kind of make sense for you, bro? That's obviously a lot of fucking information there, but does that kind of make sense?
It does. Like, gives me like a bit of like clarity and stuff about like especially like the pitches, like what you have to say, like the your tips and stuff. Like they're really engraved like a thing in my mind now. So I'm
Sweet,
more like
bro.
aware of like but yeah.
Sweet, man.
So
Sweet.
pitches,
Sweet. Yeah, man. So I think in your position, right, the best thing you're gonna have to do is do outreach. Like outreach is the only way you're gonna be able to get a client here, and unless you come to us for placement. But that's a whole other thing. We can talk about that maybe later on. I recommend like trying outreach first. And yeah, outreach is going to be quite difficult though, I can't lie to you. Like, for me personally, it took me like 1,000 messages to find my first client. But yeah, I recommend like sending like 30 to 50 a day of just fitness influencers, and talk about how like you're really big into fitness. Talk about how like you're super dedicated to sales, how you spent money on mentorship, I'll send you my outreach message as well. But literally talk into the camera as well. I recommend like recording a video and sending it to people so they see your face. You can watch the video module, the video outreach module, in the school program.
Yeah.
But what I usually do is, you see this little thing here?
Yeah.
This is Loom, right? So I literally just like, you know what Loom is?
I've heard of it. Is it what is it?
Yeah, so it's literally just like a screen recorder, and and what I literally do is talk about how, like, I just record myself on Loom, because you can send like a link of Loom like here, right? It'll pop up right here, and you can label it like closer for a fitness offer. You know, like, I'm a closer looking for a fitness offer, or whatever. They can see it right there, and they can click onto it.
Okay.
So that's what I usually do. Record like a Loom video of you talking about how you're gonna be like whatever closer, blah 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 blah. I'll send you like a little script that I use as well. Where is it? It's gonna be on Canva. Oh, here. So it's just like a simple one. It's like, hey, what's going on, man? My name's Domenico Malara. I saw that you posting ads on Instagram. Or I saw that, you know, you had a fitness offer, or you saw that you do fitness mentorship program. So I decided to reach out to you and say that if you're in need of a closer, I can definitely be your guy. You know, I've invested thousands in one-to-one daily sales training. I'm more than sure that I can apply it well in your business. So hopefully I can take your business to that next level, and we can jump on an interview together. Leo has some cooler outreach methods he uses as well. But in between this, I literally talk about like, so let's say that, oh yeah, I saw that you posting ads on Instagram. I saw that you were a fitness mentor, so I decided to reach out to you and say that if you're in need of a closer, I could definitely be your guy. Talk about like, yeah, so I've done. I'm not sure exactly what you do right now, but you can talk about exactly what you do right now, how you like manage teams and stuff. And you say like, yeah, man, I also invested thousands in one-to-one daily sales training. I'm doing mock calls every single day, and I'm more than sure that I can apply what I do well into your business. So hopefully, you know, I can help take your business to the next level, and I'd love to have an interview with you. And you can literally like run over the sales script very quickly. Like, yeah, man, I've got a proven sales script here that's closed thousands of deals, and you know, I'm sure that if I apply this in your business, we can definitely make a lot of money. Or, you know, just talk. You know, talk with conviction as well. The more conviction, the more character, the more personality you put into it, the more creativity you put into it, the easier it's going to be to find clients. But it's also just going to be volume. And yeah, just a lot of volume, man. Like outreach to like 100 people a day, but I recommend keeping it to 50 or 30 at first, because you don't want to get shadow banned, or you don't want to get banned on Instagram. But yeah, man, that's exactly what I do. Just start outreaching instantly. And tomorrow, bro, we'll hop on a call. We'll do a mock call as well. What niche were you looking to get into, by the way?
I think the fitness could be one, because
Yeah, man.
we have like a run and stuff. We have a run club with the boys.
Oh yeah, come on.
So really into fitness. We do like surfing, tennis, like everything.
Yeah, talk about that when you're outreaching, bro.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, man. Talk about that when you're
So
outreaching. 100%.
more the fitness, but
Yeah, man. Yeah, I recommend.
trading and stuff.
What did you say?
Maybe like trading, or like something like betting and stuff. Because
Yeah.
one of my mates, he has like one of the I think the biggest sports betting Discord servers in Australia.
Oh shit.
So I could either like reach out to him and say, I'm a closer and stuff, and
Yeah, man.
try and get leads from him.
Yeah, man, 100%. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Do either of those. In fact, maybe do both of them even. But yeah, depending on which one you feel like is better. I always love being in the fitness industry, in my opinion, because you're generally helping people like do something sick, like change their entire lives. You know, they make more money when they're fit. You know, they respect themselves more. So I feel like it's a better exchange there. And like trading, a lot of people lose money, a lot of people get scammed and shit. So I don't know. Either way, you're making money. So it depends on which one you rather do. But yeah, man, I recommend either, you know, once you get into a niche, just stick to that one niche and stay in that,
Yep.
and just master it, and master the pain points, master the reasons why people want to buy, master the right questions to ask, master how to just everything. And then at some point you can start your own fitness offer. You know, you can start your own fitness personal brand, or, you know, do whatever. But yeah,
Right, yeah.
that's why I'd recommend picking something and sticking to it, because at that point you know how the whole business works. You know, you're learning business from somebody that's making money in that business niche, right? You're in the sales process. You know how people are bringing in money through the sales process. You know how to sell that niche. And now, if it's time for you to build your own fitness offer, you know exactly the back end of how they do that. You know the marketing schemes. You know the sales processes. You know how to actually like do the accountability and help people through the process of getting into fitness and changing their lives through fitness. You've mastered all of that, so now you can do it yourself in whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. That's something you can probably think about. Have a think about.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, bro. Tomorrow, maybe a bit earlier. I'm not sure. So for you, like 4 to 10 is best, right?
I can do it earlier. Like, what would suit? Like, when would you be free as well? Try and go early.
Earlier than now, probably. But I mean, now it's calm for me, right? But you're probably a bit flipping. It's a bit late for you,
I
right?
think it's 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Um,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
What works best for you then? So you're working in from what time?
It's pretty flexible. Like, I can sometimes it's either like I start at like 3 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I start like at 8. But like it's dependent on each day. Like sometimes have to go like drive 2-3 hours because it's a long site.
Okay.
So it just all depends. But usually it's either in the mornings and then afternoon, evenings I should be free.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. So yeah, man. We'll do a mock call like afternoonish for you, evening for you. But yeah, for me,
that's good.
afternoon's gonna be a bit too early for me because I work like throughout the entire night, basically, because my sleep,
Okay.
not my sleep schedule, but my schedule's a bit mad right now.
Yeah.
So like, does like 10 work for you, or you at the gym around 10?
10 p.m. Melbourne time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's perfect, bro. 10 p.m. I'll just try to go like gym earlier then.
Sweet, bro. Sweet. Yeah, we'll do 10 p.m. We'll do a mock call. I'll send you the sales scripts. Just like read through the sales script. I'll send you over some sales videos and stuff that help me get really good at sales as well.
Yeah.
Give those a watch. Write notes on them as well. Like if you're serious about it, you'll write notes like I've done as well. You know, just like I said before, bro. If you want exceptional results, you have to do exceptional things. So I know when I spoke to you, right, you're the type of person that would actually like fucking do this shit properly. So yeah, man, I'll send you all of these stuff, and I'm happy to help you out as much as possible, man. I'll do mock calls with you as much as possible
Thanks,
until
bro.
you're good at sales, and we'll get this done.
Yep. All right. Thanks, bro. I
Sweet,
appreciate
bro.
it so much.
No worries, man. Yeah, I'll speak to you soon. I'll speak to you tomorrow at 10 Melbourne.
Yeah, no worries, Dom.
Cool, bro.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks, bro. Cheers.
No worries. Oh, actually, wait. Tomorrow, 10 Melbourne. I'm actually traveling to Bangkok tomorrow, 29th.
Okay. No worries.
Wait, let me see what time it is, actually.
Yep.
7. Yeah, I'll be traveling. We'll do
Okay.
30th. 30th, I'll be free. That'll give you some time to watch some of the videos and stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, cool, bro. I'll speak to you 30th.
All right, no worries, bro. Thank you. Thanks, Dom.
No.